The history of American cars isn't just about classics and legends. Some vehicles push the limits too far, with risky designs, strange engineering, or just plain bad ideas. These cars weren't ready for the road, and some ended up dangerous or even banned. Today, we're counting down 10 American cars that were too risky for the road. These are the obscure, the unusual, and the often forgotten. Cars that promised excitement but delivered danger instead. Number 10. Stutz Blackhawk, 1971 to 1987. The Stutz Blackhawk was a luxurious, exotic car designed to turn heads, but its extreme styling came with serious compromises. Built on a stretched General Motors chassis, the car looked sleek and powerful, but its weight distribution made it unpredictable on the road. At higher speeds, the long nose and heavy rear could cause understeer or oversteer, surprising even experienced drivers. The massive V8 engine provided plenty of power, but the Blackhawk's suspension and brakes were tuned for comfort rather than performance. Drivers often found the car felt unbalanced, particularly in sharp turns or on wet roads. Its low seating position and narrow tires added to the difficulty, making city driving stressful and highway driving risky. Despite its exclusivity and striking looks, the Stutz Blackhawk was more dangerous than most casual drivers realized. It became a status symbol for those who valued style over practicality, but anyone who drove one regularly quickly learned that raw power without proper handling could be a recipe for disaster. Number 9. Bricklin SV1, 1970 to 1978. The Bricklin SV1 was marketed as a safety car, with gull-wing doors and innovative design, but its ambition outpaced reality. The low-slung fiberglass body reduced visibility, while its unusual suspension made handling unpredictable. On highways, the car could feel unstable, especially when cornering at high speeds or avoiding obstacles. Engine options were underwhelming for the car's size and weight. Even the optional V8 struggled to give the SV1 adequate acceleration, leaving drivers exposed in traffic. The brakes were often insufficient, making emergency stops potentially dangerous. For a car advertised as innovative and safe, these flaws were ironic and hazardous. Inside, the car's exotic design included cramped interiors and awkward controls. Owners were drawn to the gull-wing doors and futuristic styling, but daily driving demanded constant attention. For such a visually stunning car, the SV1's handling flaws were a harsh reality check. Number 8. Avanti II, 1965 to 1981. After Studebaker folded, the Avanti II was produced by several small companies attempting to keep the iconic design alive. Unfortunately, these later models often suffered from poor assembly and inconsistent quality. Steering and brakes were sometimes unreliable, and suspension issues caused unpredictable handling in corners. The fiberglass body added lightness but little protection in collisions. Structural flex and vibration were common, especially at higher speeds. Drivers frequently reported that the car felt unsteady, with unusual responses to weight shifts or uneven roads. While the Avanti II retained the original sleek, futuristic lines, its dangerous quirks overshadowed the beauty. Collectors love them today, but for anyone driving one in its time, it was a car that demanded respect, or it could quickly turn hazardous. Number 7. Checker Marathon, 1961 to 1982. The Checker Marathon is famous as a taxi, but as a personal vehicle, it was surprisingly dangerous. Its long wheelbase and high center of gravity contributed to body roll, especially during sudden maneuvers. Steering was heavy, brakes often underperformed, and handling felt cumbersome compared to more modern vehicles of the era. Engines were built for durability, not acceleration, leaving the car sluggish in traffic or on inclines. Despite its boxy shape, visibility wasn't terrible, but the lack of safety engineering made collisions riskier than in competing cars. While many remember the Checker fondly as a city workhorse, private owners quickly realized it wasn't a comfortable or safe ride. Its durability came at the expense of predictable handling and overall safety, making it one of the more underrated dangerous cars of the period. Number 6. The AMC Hornet SC/360. The AMC Hornet SC/360 was meant to be a budget muscle car, but the combination of a lightweight body and a surprisingly powerful V8 made it trickier to handle than most buyers expected. The rear end had a habit of stepping out during quick lane changes, and the car's basic suspension just wasn't built for the torque it delivered. On wet pavement, even moderate acceleration could send it fishtailing without warning. Braking was another weak point. The drums overheated quickly, leading to longer stopping distances and a spongy pedal feel. While the SC/360 had charm and unique performance for its price, it demanded a level of control many drivers simply didn't have. In the end, it became one of those rare cars that looked mild, but had a genuinely dangerous driving personality underneath. Number 5. Amphicar Model 770, 1961 to 1968. The Amphicar was designed to operate on both land and water, a bold and unique idea that came with inherent dangers. On land, its suspension was soft and underpowered, making highway driving tricky. The steering was slow, and brakes struggled to stop the car effectively, especially at higher speeds. Transitioning into water created additional hazards. Propellers were exposed, and waves could destabilize the vehicle. Drivers needed to carefully coordinate speed and steering, or risk flipping or losing control entirely. For a car advertised as a fun novelty, the Amphicar required exceptional caution. The Amphicar remains iconic as an oddity in automotive history, but the combination of land and water driving compromises made it far riskier than conventional vehicles. It was a unique concept, but one that could easily turn dangerous for the unprepared. Number 4. Tucker 48, 1948. The Tucker 48 was ambitious and ahead of its time, but certain design choices made it risky for everyday drivers. Its rear engine layout and unusual suspension offered excellent ride comfort, but could lead to instability at higher speeds. Steering was heavy, and braking systems were often inadequate for the car's weight. Innovations like the Cyclops Eye central headlight impressed onlookers, but couldn't compensate for the experimental engineering. Prototype inconsistencies meant each car could behave differently on the road, leaving drivers uncertain of its limits. Only 51 cars were ever produced, making the Tucker 48 rare but memorable. Its story is both inspirational and cautionary, a reminder that even innovative engineering can have serious safety implications. Number 3. Hotshot, 1949 and 1952. The Crossley Hotshot was a tiny sports car designed for fun, but its light frame and small brakes made it risky. On uneven roads or during sudden maneuvers, the car could tip or lose control. Its compact size and minimal weight amplified instability, leaving drivers constantly aware of potential hazards. Power was modest, and the engine was barely enough for safe acceleration. The small brakes required careful planning when approaching stops, and the suspension offered little forgiveness. Owners often reported squeaky brakes, worn steering components, and unpredictable handling. The Crossley Hotshot is remembered as a quirky classic, but its novelty came with real risks. It's a perfect example of a car that was charming, but could be dangerous if mishandled. Number 2. Corbin Sparrow, 1999 to 2003. The Corbin Sparrow was an ultra-light three-wheeled electric vehicle intended for urban use. Its single rear wheel made it highly prone to tipping, especially in turns or when avoiding obstacles. Acceleration and braking were manageable in most situations, but even moderate speed changes could lead to instability. Safety features were minimal, with only seatbelts and basic structural integrity. Visibility was decent, but the vehicle offered little protection in collisions with larger cars. Owners quickly learned that the Sparrow was more a novelty than a practical, safe daily driver. Despite its eco-friendly design and futuristic appeal, the Corbin Sparrow remains infamous as a dangerous, niche vehicle that could catch drivers off guard. Number 1. EV1, 1990 to 1999. The General Motors EV1 was revolutionary as one of the first electric cars, but its design carried hidden dangers. Heavy battery packs altered weight distribution, and the rigid chassis offered minimal impact absorption. Handling was precise, but high torque combined with narrow tires made sudden maneuvers tricky. Range limitations forced careful planning, and inexperienced drivers could be caught off guard by the car's unique driving dynamics. Early crash tests revealed that while the EV1 was safe at moderate speeds, collisions at higher speeds could be severe due to limited safety tech at the time. The EV1 remains iconic for innovation, yet it demonstrates that even forward-thinking vehicles can be risky when new technology meets real-world driving conditions.